Yes, people. Waffled on in the building, and welcome to Monday Night Madness, where the madness starts every Monday, 7 o'clock. I know I'm a little bit late today, but I just got off my walk. People, it's been a mazza the last few weeks, man. As you can see, you know, there's been tension, there's been stress, there's been pain. But over the last few weeks, the light has been shining once again. The torch has been shining the light on us. And it's been great. And you're going to have some shows today. So I usually kick off at 7 o'clock. Then you've got guys like Gooners Therapy at 9 o'clock usually. Make sure you go on and link them as well. They usually have a great show as well. And usually these shows kick off the week, kick off the mood within the fan bases. I think Tony was here. Don't know where he's gone now. I think he's just disappeared. Don't know what's happened there. But the first thing you need to do, people, make sure you slap the likes. Make sure you are showing love to the channel, because this is going to be hopefully a good one. I'm hoping people are going to join at some point, but it is what it is. I can talk for an hour anyway. So let's talk about the game, innit? Let's talk about the game. What a game it was as well. And I'm not gonna say it was a great game, but in terms of dramatic, a lot of stuff went on in that game, man. A lot of stuff went on in that game. And there's going to be criticisms from me. It's not going to just be all simple sailing. And you know what, we deserve the win and everything like that. You know, there were issues in the game. There were mistakes made by our manager. Why's my mic all the way over here? Sorry, people, man. It's probably sounding a bit distant. Oh, my mic's all the way over here. Sorry about that. Can't remember what was I saying actually. Yeah, there were issues in the game, but I came out of that game. That was the game. If we had lost that game, shout that BT in the building. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're well, man.
People, guess who's here to save the day? Our other brothers are not here. I'm here.
I hear it, man.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry to do this live, on the show. I didn't even tell my brother that I'm popping in back on the show yet. But Abs, I'm back, my bro. I'm back. And people, when I left for some time, my brother Abs didn't check on me. Yeah, my brother Abs didn't check on me. You did. You deleted your message. I saw you sent a message, but you deleted it. But it's all good because we're past text messages. Yeah, you're my brother. If you don't see me, you give me a call. But again, that's something we'll deal with outside the whole.
I ain't got time to be. One thing I ain't got time to be doing is calling people. I rarely call people, bro. I'm very technical.
Yeah, but I'm not just people to you, bro, because. If I hear maybe there's something that's maybe not okay with you, if I get a word of it, or if I have an idea that okay, my brother is not in a good space, bro, do you think I would say I'm a busy man? I'm not gonna do that, bro. But that's the truth. Seriously, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pick up the goddamn phone and call my brother. That's what I'm gonna do.
We're different.
You said
we're different characters, Tony.
And of course, and I completely get that.
I do things differently. There's an echo as well. I can hear an echo as well. Slight echo. I deal with.
Release the echo.
Is it from me?
I think it's from me. It's not me.
Hold on. Let me just check something. Hold on.
It's definitely not me.
How about now?
Yeah, it's okay. Like I'm hearing you clearly. Everything's it's fine.
I can still hear it. Hold on. One sec.
Yeah, apps just went off, but it's back now. So yeah,
I think it. Yeah, it's me. What is it?
Yeah, but it's not so huge. It's not big. It's okay. We can ride on with the show. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's not a problem, bro. It's
Echo
not.
now?
It's not a huge. It's not. Oh, it's not. It's not bad.
I hate it, though, man. It's horrible. But anyway, yeah.
I know. I know. You're one of these perfectionists, bro. Bro, there's no stream that's gonna be 100%. 100, bro. Even me, I've had to go walk on my Wi-Fi. I had to, go put my Wi-Fi in Artemis too, and they took it to the moon. So, my Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi right now. But again, it's all good. See, people, you're welcome to the show. I don't know if other people are popping in, like Gunarikin. I don't know. Should I be nuts? Gunarikin on the show.
Johnny might be here. He might not be. Kate might appear. It's one of them shows where people might come, people might not come.
Yeah, people might not come. Yeah. Again, I get it. Like for me, for some weeks, I've missed the show. I've not been around, but I'm back. I came back like about 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago. So it is what it is. But I've been doing some personal shows.
Let's touch on that because a few weeks ago, 5-6 weeks ago, whenever it was, we lost that Carabao Cup. And I tell you what it was for me that made me really go mad was the Bournemouth game. That's when my head went. When we lost that game, I knew everyone was just in stress because I was so down at that time, bro. I didn't want to talk to anyone. There's people we talk at some point, but there's people I've fallen out with, obviously, that that I don't talk to no more. So things back then were pretty rough, bro. Pretty rough.
Yeah.
But now, over the last 2-3 days, this thing's bugging me, bro, man. I need to come out. Let me come out. And then I'm gonna come back in.
Yeah. Go off and come back in. Yeah. I mean, people, me and Abs are just, having some little, understanding about what's really going on. Because, I mean, this season has been a very huge, big roller coaster, people. Yeah. Very big, huge roller coaster. And it takes a mental toll. Yeah, mostly when you're an Arsenal fan, it takes a mental toll on you. Mostly when you have to, do this watch-alongs, follow the team that you're following judiciously. Mostly Arsenal. Yeah. You're doing the watch-alongs. You're doing all these things. It takes its toll. Yeah, you're back. You're back, my guy.
It's still echoing.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah.
Why is it echoing, bro? Yeah, but you heard me, right? I'm not the one, right?
I can hear you. Yeah, it's me, and it's bugging me.
Yeah. But again, it's one of those things, bro. It's one of those things. We'll ride it to the end. Yeah, I mean, brother. I mean, I hear you when you say it's that Bournemouth game, but for me, it was that final, that Carabao Cup final, bro. Live on my own stream, I just broke down. And I was like, God, I've been following this team, doing all these watch-alongs, following the team judiciously, doing all these things, going to all these channels, And then, is that the final these guys put up for us? Is that the dish we get to be served? And at the time, I was just so pissed off. And, I noticed that I was actually, talking to some of my, probably maybe family members or mates in a very harsh way due to the anger in a way. So that's not necessarily me. So I had to take a break. I had to take a break from it all. So and the break coincided with when we were, because there was an international break at the time. So we went into that international break. So it's not like I missed anything per se. So went on that international break. That was also, mind you, after we played Man City, it was in that same week we played Bournemouth, and then everything just went further into a deep dive. I didn't even do a watch along. I was already.
Yeah? Let me try my headphones. Sorry, let me get my headphones.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So people, so people. So it was just after that Carabao and Cup and what we dished out. I just logged off. I really needed to think, you know. So I went off, and then I came back. I did my first watch along when I came back against Newcastle. So it is what it is at that point. So, and I was doing more of single-handed shows because I couldn't do shows with people at the time because the football season has just started. You remember that I have to go for football games too. So of course it's, you know, it took me off the shows. So it's only when I have the time to do it on my own, that's when I could actually appear on shows. So I did shows when I could. So it's just now that there's some little adjustments to some of the games I'll be having in football, you know, that I could now, you know, do streams. So, and I'm totally okay with our spacing right now. Look at the win against Newcastle, hot games. Look at what we did against Fulham. We came back, you know, smacked them up. And again, went to the Champions League. You saw that game against Atletico. And all this is happening when the doubt is high, when everyone is saying we can't do it, when everyone is saying just write off the team. And I'm saying, you know what, yeah, I was saying a treble, but okay, F it, we're not getting a treble this season. How about we get even a trophy? How about a trophy? Yeah. And I'm just totally okay with what we're doing in the Premier League, because that's the title that has eluded us all these years. So I'm happy with where we are right now. And again, when you see us go into a highly pressured game, like that game yesterday against West Ham, and come out alive from the den of these lions, where not just the West Ham fans, but rival fans are back hating, brother. Bro, you're not new to all these things, bro. You've been in this game. You're a general in this, you know, in this field. So, bro, this haters. Rival haters, Liverpool fans, they've turned to lions. Chelsea fans, haters. Man United fans, haters. We're not just dealing with the YouTubers or their fans, we're also dealing with their former legends, bro. Look at the words of the former Manchester United goalkeeper. Look at what he was saying yesterday. You won't believe it that that guy, yeah, is actually being considered as the best goalkeeper ever in the Premier League. Saying those sort of things out there just because it's Arsenal that's in the conversation.
But this is what I want to ask you. Oh, this echo thing, man.
I'm not hearing any big echo, bro. It's okay.
I hear it.
You're hearing it, but I'm not hearing any big echo.
They can hear it. I'm going to reboot my machine, but I want you to talk. I want you to talk. Has it gone? No, it's still there.
I'm here.
I want you to tell us why there's so much hostility towards Arsenal. I'm going to reboot my machine and I'm coming back.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, people. So while our brother Bant goes out to reshuffle the deck and reshuffle what's going on with his audio, you know, we'll just have some answered questions here. See, people, I mean, he just talked about this rival fans too. See, rival fans, they hate us, bro. Arsenal is the most hated. Is the most hated team in this space. You know, we are the most hated in this space, and simply that's just because we're Arsenal fans. Not just because of what. See, I think it's because we've not been winning trophies. we're the most bantered, we're the most laughed at, you know, we're the most shredded. Yeah, they shred us apart in the spaces. Yeah, not because we're not, you know, we're not an elite club. I think Arsenal is an elite club, people, but it's because we're not winning trophies. And when you're not winning trophies, your your position in the space of elite club football becomes shaky, and you start living on past glory. So we're just leaving and hanging by a thread on that past glory thing, you know, and that's why it's important that we win trophies this season, to just quieten the whole noise. The noise is too much when it comes to Arsenal. And with that built up conversation about Arsenal being butlers, yeah, it has led to many teams just flat out hating us, hating our team, hating our fan base. They don't like us. They don't like anything that we represent. And again, I don't blame them. It's because of the rot at the football club. But again, people, this season, genuinely, this season, maybe there's something different that will happen at the football club. I think something different is going to happen, people, because we're at the cusp of winning this league. Jordan Amon says, Echo guys, yeah, I get that. Tino says, big up y'all, big ups. How you doing, Constantino? The Assembled says, it will be a good idea to do a show, highs and lows of every game have watched, your ups and downs. I'm still not convinced yet. Ooh, The Assembled, you're still not convinced? Wow. Okay.
I think we should talk about that. I don't listen. Sorry guys, but I can't get rid of this echo. I don't know what's going on. And I'll try to speak minimal. I think we should talk about that because yesterday we started the game and we were flying. And Ben White gets injured.
Yeah.
And instead of bringing Mascara on, Arteta brings on Ben White. Brings on
Zubimendi.
And puts Declan Rice right back. I think these are the little things that the Assembled is not convinced about.
Yeah, but no one knew that Benjamin White was going to get injured, though. Those kind of things come in a shock. So you have to arrange the game in the way that would technically suit how you play. So again, I don't really see that as a big issue, though, because no one knew that Benjamin White was going to come out injured, though.
No, but did you see how we lost control in the middle of the midfield when we pushed Ben White, Declan Rice to right back? That's when the game
again, it happens. It's professional football. It happens. These things happen in football. You know, there's an injury and there's a big problem in terms of how you reshuffle the deck. You know, but again, he removed Zubimendi in it. He got him off in it. He brought in Mosquera in it. So again, I just think it's the changing dynamics in the whole reshuffling of the deck. Injuries happen. These things happen. Jurgen Timber has been injured. Look at all our right backs, all injured. Even at the start of the season, Mosquera was injured. Timber injured. Benjamin White injured. So that right back position is a big problematic issue right now. Even the other side, in Kapi, injuries. Bro, I mean, this season, at least twice or three times he's been injured in that left back position. I'm not talking of now, I'm talking of in the course of the season. He's been, he's been injured. All true. So if you look at our fullbacks in terms of at the flanks, right back, left back, they've always been injured. These are primary areas that we need to look into next season, going into next season. I mean, you must have heard of the war chest that the owners are willing to give to Mikel Arteta if we clinch this title this season. £500 million will be dished out to Mikel Arteta if he wins this Premier League title, to go rumble and jungle in the summer transfer window. I mean, this is what it is at this point. This is what it is. But you know what? How about you, bro? I mean, see, yeah, Abs, yeah. I mean, we need to hear from you too, because your words do matter. Yeah, bro.
Winding me up, man. It's still everything for me, bro. It's just the echo's just really annoying. Can you hear me though? Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, bro. This echo thing, I don't know where it's coming from, but bro, I hear you clearly. See, bro, yeah. You look into that matchup against West Ham, yeah. It was a high-pressured matchup, yeah. City have just won their match. So there has to be a response from Arsenal. You're going into a London derby where West Ham is fighting for their lives in a relegation scrap against a fellow London team that we hate too, our biggest rivals in Spurs. Yeah. So going into this matchup, yeah, there was always going to be that pressure. But again, I was seeing very, very uncomfortable statements being said about Arsenal, like Arsenal fans and some other fans were actually thinking that we could just stroll up to the new London Stadium and just smack up West Ham by 4-1. And I'm like, where are you guys? What part of earth are you guys living in? These guys are in the scrap of their lives. One thing I do know, yeah, it's about when it comes to people's food, when it comes to people's finances, when it comes to how people feed and how they're going to feed their families, it turns into a personal thing. That was a personal scrap yesterday. There is no how I'm expecting Arsenal to go on and smack up West Ham by 5-1 or 4-1. It's not possible. They're fighting for their lives. But you, what do you think? Do you think that we should have just gone into that matchup and we have the propensity to just smack them up by 4-1 in a highly pressured game like that? That could actually determine if they stay or leave the Premier League.
You see that game yesterday. Anything could have happened. But yeah, they were fighting for their lives. You can see they were fighting for their lives. But as I said earlier, with the injury to Ben White, because if you saw the first 15-20 minutes, we were all over them. We hit the crossbar. Calafiori had that charm.
You have no sound. There's no sound. No sound.
Can you hear me now?
You're back now. Yeah, you're back now.
I don't know what's going on, man. West Ham were like a wounded animal yesterday, so anything could have happened. I think we could have went there and smacked them up, but it wasn't the case. You know, people will say it, and I'll say his name as well. Kate was saying 4-0 and all that kind of stuff. I was just saying,
yeah, Cape is always hyper, bro.
Yeah. He's on the hype scene.
Man is hyper, bro.
Yeah, man. But the thing is, both teams had high stakes. So you weren't hearing West Ham. They're going to smack us up, you know. But this is the thing with Arsenal fans sometimes. Yeah, we win a game. And then it just comes out like, we're going to smack this team. We haven't smacked anyone for a long time. 1-0, 1-0. We don't smack teams.
We don't smack teams. At least not this season. Maybe Leeds earlier in the season, though. Because we did have a good performance against Leeds earlier in the season, though. Maybe against Leeds, after we beat them 4-1 or so. But again, I can count how many times we've had joys like that. But again, we've had joys in the Champions League where we've gone undefeated till the finals right now that we'll be facing PSG. Yeah, when you're talking about the European condition, okay, good. We get that. Totally okay. But in the Premier League, that's where the problem is. But again, you also have to understand that these Premier League teams are not. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're not the Premier League teams of 10 years ago, 5 years ago. These guys, bro, they've got their eyes on European football, bro. Look at Crystal Palace. I mean, right now they could be the whipping boys at the end of the season because they're going for Conference League glory, bro. Yeah, but they've seen European money. They saw West Ham get lots of money from the Conference League. They want this money. They want to qualify for Europe, and this is even a more bigger chance for them that now that England is getting more of the coefficients in the UEFA ranking. So of course, England get more teams in the Champions League. So there's more chances for more English teams to actually go into Europe, and they're gonna use it, bro. They're gonna use it, bro. So maybe these teams have become more and more competitive this season. There's that. I mean, you could see the fight. Look at that Everton game against Man City. I mean, throw away Arsenal. How about the Man City game against Everton? Look at how competitive that is. And guess what? Everton is only some points to Europe. Yep. Bournemouth, the same thing. Exactly, bro. Bournemouth, the same thing. And that's why that matchup against City with Bournemouth is going to be a big scrap. Because at the end of the day, Areola has the chance just before leaving. He's leaving at the end of the season. Just before leaving Bournemouth, he has a chance of actually taking them to European football. So why wouldn't he do that? That's a good situation to add to your CV, taking you to a bigger club that you're going to next season. You know, I qualified this team with the kind of resources I had. I qualified this team to Europe. You know, bro, that will be in the conversation when they play against Manchester City. So it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. You know. But again, Abs, there was also one thing I also wanted to ask you. Also, when I got back after this resurgency from Arsenal, do you think in any way, that it was more better that Arsenal turn this situation, that we're in the league into a genuine title race? Do you think there'll be more credibility in us winning it now that it is a genuine title race with Manchester City where we're going back and forth? Or do you think there was credit in the bank when we were leading by 9 points and everyone was saying, oh, it's Arsenal's league, there's no credibility, we have injuries, Liverpool, our players are shit, Man City, Pep is gone, Pep is dead, we don't have the players, Renders is a completely useless player, Haaland is scoring goals, but no one is helping him out. Bro, all these excuses were coming out when Arsenal were 9 points ahead. It was like there's no credibility to that title. But right now, suddenly, when City have won the Carabao Cup, suddenly, right now, there's a little bit of like, oh, okay, City's going to scoop everything. They have a chance of winning the treble right now. Okay, but you said the team wasn't good. But, you know, we're still managing. It's still Pep. Oh, from a team that was completely in rebuild to a team that won the Carabao Cup, now the narrative has changed all of a sudden. Now, we should expect that as Arsenal fans. But what do you say? Do you think that us dropping this point and turning it into a more genuine title race, do you think there's more credibility in this? Because when you go back and look at this season, if we win it, you would say, you know what, not many teams have been into a title race, hotly contested title race with Man City and won. By the way, if we win this season, that was a genuine title race, credit in the bank. Damn.
Well, for a start, Pep's never lost a title race. What is it? After 33 games or something like that.
Yeah.
That's credit, a testament to us. And two things can be true at the same time. We did have the advantage. We should have made the most of it. We were ahead. The reason why we are in our position right now is because we did put credit in the bank. Because if we didn't put no credit in the bank, we wouldn't be in this situation. Man United would be ahead, Man City would be ahead of us now.
Yeah.
And when you look at us currently now, we're limping right now. We're just limping to get over the line, bro. That West Ham game and that decision. Can you imagine if that decision went against us now? We would be having a different conversation today.
Oh my days, bro. That's
City
true facts, bro.
Happy.
Big
They would be happy for the fall. Big Steve is still talking like they're still in it. And mathematically, they're still in the race. We have to put them out of it now. We have to win these 2 games, and then we've won. We will win the we win the Premier League. The Premier League is the most important thing right now. We can talk about the Champions League later in the show. But the Premier League, to win a Premier League over 38 games against a team that people say were finished, but all of a sudden they beat us in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup. They're still chasing the league. We could have given them a treble this season. We could have given them a treble.
Yeah.
I think that's credit to the boys, man. You know, I think the boys this season, with the amount of injuries we've had, and we've had, I think, the second most injuries in the league. Tottenham and Arsenal.
True.
We've had to cope with a lot of stuff, and you know what? People can laugh at us. People can say bottlers and everything now, but did you see that guy that was doing this, mocking us?
The bottling thing.
Have you seen it? Have you seen him do it?
Oh my God! I had to show him that. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. But man has been hit with karma, though. Cameras have caught him nearly in tears, bro. In that Everton game, man was being laughed at. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Let's just. But again, do you think there's any chance we'll bottle this? I mean, you just said Big Steve is still talking as if they're still in it. Do you think there's any chance we'll bottle this? Bro, let's go through the facts that we know. Burnley are completely out. The managers abandoned the team or sacked, any of those. I don't know. But they're abandoned. They're getting ready and cozying up to championship football next season. They have nothing to prove to us. Yeah? And it's a home game. So we can actually just go there and stomp the yard and win that game. Crystal Palace is not ready to, they're not concerned to be in a scrap with us, bro. Because they want to go on and win the Conference League. They don't want no injuries, bro. They don't want that smoke. And again, bro, in that contract that sent exactly in that contract that sent Eze to Arsenal, in that contract there is a clause in there that gifts Crystal Palace £10 million if we win. Bro, come on, bro. That's an astronomical windfall. So if if Crystal Palace are okay in the head, bro, if you want that money, Crystal Palace, I mean, you know what to do. You know what to do. Field the second string team and keep them keep your men's ready for the conference. You have a bigger fish to fry at Crystal Palace. Bigger fish to fry. So, bro, I mean, it's up to Crystal Palace. Do you want the £10 million or you don't want the £10 million? It's up to you. That's life-changing money for them. So it's up to them, bro. It is what it is. So, I mean, it is what it is at this point, isn't it? So, unless you're telling me that Burnley that doesn't want any smoke at all with us, because there's nothing left to fight for. There's no pride. There is no, bro, nothing. Everything has been stripped away from them. It's confirmed they're going down to the championship. What else? What more do they want, bro? And it's a home game with Arsenal. Bro, how are we going to bottle that, bro? Yeah, and then Crystal Palace, I don't think they want that smoke. They don't want it.
Yeah, but we'll probably beat them anyway, fair and square anyway. December says, are you saying Arsenal corrupted the game, Tony?
Are you saying Arsenal corrupted the game, Tony? Corrupted the game in which way? I don't think we corrupted any game. That was a legitimate clause on a player's contract. So it is what it is. There's no corruption there. It's a normal thing. Business people do have informed business principles and add all sort of clauses to different players' contracts, taking them to the other club. So it is what it is. Apart from the Eze contract, in the Brentford deal that took Nordgaard to the Arsenal, there was also similar clauses there too. So I mean, it is what it is. They have all these clauses everywhere. It happened.
I want to ask you a question, Tony. As a referee, the decision to not reward the goal or foul on Raya. What is your thoughts as a referee? Did you think it was a fair decision, or do you think the goal should have been allowed?
I think that was See, Abs, here. When you're refereeing a game of football, goalkeepers are highly protected. There's one thing we need to get out there. Goalkeepers are so protected in this game. Yeah, that if there's any single scrap that gets to them in any way or truncates the movement in any way, it overrides every other situation on the ground. It makes it more obvious that something should be done. There was a clear foul on David Raya. There was a hand on him, and the hand did not just tap him and go away. The hand was held. Yeah, there was no inclination of getting the ball or any vision of actually trying to get the ball. It was more of a concentrated hand on David Raya to try to get him off the ball or something like that. So for that, that's a foul. There was another person dragging David Raya, holding his shirt from the back. So there were two fouls on the goalkeeper. If it's maybe just one, bro, if it's just maybe just a tap on his arm and for balance, I kind of get that in a corner kick situation. Yeah, maybe you're just trying to just get your balance, and then you tap the goalkeeper. But no, this was a concerted effort to just drag down David Raya's hand. Bro, come on, man. High stakes, high rewards. In this kind of spaces, you don't do that, bro. Mostly when you're, scrapping in a relegation scrap, you don't do that. It's just so obvious that if you had to deny not giving Arsenal the benefit of the doubt that their keeper was fouled in the process, it could have far-reaching consequences of maybe Arsenal not winning the title. So for me, a foul on the goalkeeper overrides it. But however, if there was no foul on David Raya, I think there's questions about a penalty for West Ham. Yeah. Oh, big up Gianni. Gianni, how are you doing, mate? Hope it's good. Good. Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. Nice to see you. You're welcome. The layout. Yeah. So, Abs, it is what it is. Yeah. If you look at in the box, there were several other situations going on in that game. Yeah. Declan Rice was, he fouled Mavropanos, bro. There was a wrestling match between Trossard and another guy down there, bro. So many things were going on. But the thing, mostly as a referee, we're trained, in terms of we protect the goalkeepers very much. It's a highly protected position on the football field. it kind of like just overrides everything. On a very good day, that goal gets given, bro, because Arsenal have dished out that same, poison to other teams. You remember that Manchester United game? The Manchester United game, you saw what happened in the Man United game. Bro, we've been dishing these things out, mostly with our corner kick goals we've been scoring this season. But again, see, every team have that moment in the season where they have their lucky moments, like, oh, okay, this game, let's just close the book. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a scrap. Yes, let's close the book and let's get into the, let's get into the next narrative. How about that? And people don't forget, and this is crazy, yeah, mostly with these rival fans. I remember up to 3 seasons ago where Manchester City's Rodri used his hand to score a goal, bro. But bro, all the situations, bro, that won them the title over Liverpool, bro. So it denied Liverpool winning that trophy that year, that season. So why are we in this quest to just bring out Arsenal's flaws? Yeah, we have these things. No one is arguing that. But a flaw technically gave you the trophy over Liverpool a couple of years ago. So why is this hate all over the media about Arsenal having 1 or 2 blessings from the VAR? So it is what it is. Gianni, I don't know where you stand in this, but when there's a foul, and a pronounced foul, not just a foul on the keeper, but a pronounced foul. That we should stress that word, pronounced, because it was glaring, bro. It's not like the foul is hidden in between camera lenses. It's clear for all to see. And even after that game, many of all these pundits, they had the video evidence of what was really going on. They saw the hands come down on David Raya. They saw him even being pushed, dragged, the shirt dragged off. So, come on, bro. It's clear. So even if I would admit that there is also calls for a penalty in that situation against Arsenal for that wrestling match going on between Declan Rice and Mavropanos, I hear that. But again, before that situation, that goalkeeper infringement has already happened. Seconds before, we saw what happened with Declan Rice and Mavropanos. And in that case, you need to go for the cause before the effect. So the cause was David Raya's situation, where Pablo was holding off his hands and all that. And then we get to this position. Gianni and Abs, there's a big thing I want to ask you guys. I don't think we should start denying this, but I want to legitimately hear from 2 of you about this. If we win the Premier League and win the UEFA Champions League, bro, yeah, should we start talking about David Raya being in the conversation of winning the Ballon d'Or as the first goalkeeper to ever do that, bro? Because when I'm looking at this season, I'm not seeing any standout characters in Arsenal Football Club. I'm seeing the only standout character 100% as David Raya this season, bro. And he's been doing it for this past 3 seasons. Are you guys ready to be in that conversation about looking at David Raya winning something of some worth in Europe this season?
Listen, we win the league. David Raya has to win. There's feedback. That I'm hearing.
Let me mute my mic.
David Raya. There's still feedback.
Mute your mic, Tony.
Okay, I think that's good. Yeah. Listen, David Raya should win MVP of the season if we win the league, straight just off the bat. He's the most valuable player for this team, number 1. Number 2, Ballon d'Or, if we win both of those trophies, he definitely has to be put in that conversation. I mean, you can argue that if we were to win the Champions League, he's the best goalie this year, particularly because of the fact of Thibaut Courtois' injury. Now, talking about being the best goalie in the world, I don't know, because Courtois has been doing it at the top level for a much longer time period than David Raya. So I don't know if I'm going to say that he's better than Courtois, but he's definitely in that conversation of top 3. He's definitely in that conversation if we hold on and win both trophies. Listen, I don't like the slander that's been put on Raya. People try to say, oh, he does mistakes and all this. Every goalkeeper nowadays, now that they've made goalies have to be so much more focused on their touch with the ball and being good at their feet. All goalies are prone to mistakes now. We've seen Allison's been considered one of the best goalies in the world. We've seen him make mistakes. We've seen Courtois make mistakes. It shouldn't be just looked at as, oh, it's Raya, it's Raya, it's Raya. No. We win just off of winning the league. Raya should win the MVP of the season for me, for Arsenal, because how many insane saves has he made across the entire season? We've been stinking out games since the start of the new year, and a lot of the wins have become of him making some crazy ass saves. And I mean, the save he made on Fernandez at West Ham was phenomenal. So I'm not trying to hear none of that as far as the slander for Raya. To quickly go to what you were saying, Tony, I 100% agree with you. The difference, I don't know why people are getting upset about the craziness, because everybody has committed fouls on goalkeepers that haven't been called this season on these corner kicks. And that's what we said going into the next round after Leverkusen, when we saw the corner kicks in the Champions League starting to be held around by the referees and not allowing them to do all the nonsense that's going on in the Premier League and the Champions League with the corner kicks. That's why I think we started seeing that. Had the Declan Rice foul happened before the arm even got put on Raya, there's a shout for a penalty because of the timing, because it happens first. But the arm is already on Raya as he's going up while Declan Rice is committing the foul. So that's why there's no penalty for West Ham. It all comes down to the timing on that. So that's not nobody else's fault. It's just, it is what it is. Listen, for me, I think we're winning the league now. For me, the West Ham game was the biggest worry for me. I don't see any reason why we should be worried about Burnley unless we make a huge mistake. But I just don't see that happening. And Crystal Palace, listen, yes, we have to play Palace because it could potentially come down to that game because it may go down to 2 points. But I don't see Palace throwing a fully fit squad and risking losing out on potential European silverware for them to get a win over Arsenal. I just don't see that happening. I think knowing Glasner, from seeing him in the Bundesliga, he's going to take that trophy very, very seriously because, again, we all know he's leaving Crystal Palace and he wants his stock to go up. His stock will be sky high if he successfully gets Palace their 2 only trophies in their history while he's been there and he walks away. So I don't see Glasner risking the trophy to try to upset Arsenal and try to be the quote unquote savior, as the rival fans are trying to say for that nonsense. What I will say is this. We said on, I think, the last show that we were together, Tony, that we would not like any experiments going on with the team. But I will say this: Miles Lewis-Skelly should never again be playing left back and needs to be the midfielder from now on. I'm sorry.
We need to have a conversation.
The conversation needs to be who's getting sacked for spending 70 million fucking euros on Zubamendi.
Tony, you're gonna have to mute. I think it's crazy. I think it's coming from you, Tony.
Yeah, it's on your mic.
From me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear echo?
No, I don't hear the echo.
I think it's coming from you, Tony, because
that's
weird. But even Tony hasn't got an echo when he talks, so I don't know what's going on. I just want to say something quickly. I'm going to mute my mic, yeah? So Tony can come in, yeah? Miles definitely has to start. To start in the 8 positions, eight position over the next couple of games. It's crazy how we've been saying that he should be starting 8, and it's only now Arteta's just realised. But also as well, and I'm gonna say this, and people are not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I think we ship Zubi out and we bring in a proper number 8. Yeah. So Miles is like, what's the word?
Super sub.
Yeah, to him. Because I don't think Zubi is the answer, and people aren't going to like what I got to say. But
bro, anybody who's still defending this nonsense, anybody who's defending that nonsense just has to look at what's going off again. You still got that feedback on.
Yeah. Okay.
But anybody who's still arguing this nonsense, that second half is all there to prove. That second half against West Ham is the whole situation that there was needed to prove. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to upset the apple cart. If we allow Burnley to upset the apple cart, that's us. That's on us to do that. You're now silent, Waffle. I can't hear you.
Do you know what? I know the assembled, yeah, all season, yeah, he's had trust issues with Arteta and the boys getting over the line, but the game.
Here, Waffle, let me jump out because I can't hear you.
Can you not hear me?
Let me hop out real quick because I can't hear you.
Man, this is crazy. Can everyone hear me in the chat?
StreamYard's on.
Can everyone? Yeah, StreamYard's bugging out. Can everyone hear me in the chat, people? Let me know if you can hear me, because if you can't hear me, I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me, guys? Please, someone give me an answer. Okay, you can hear me. Lost my train of thought, man. StreamYard is so bugging out today, man. Hold on. Yo, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Sorry, what was he talking about?
Bro, what I'm saying is this. Zubimendi needs to go, and there needs to be a conversation of who the hell made that signing. Because we've been calling for Skelly to get minutes the whole year.
It weren't better, because Berta wasn't there. Berta wasn't there.
Exactly. It's another Adu stupidity move once again that's come back to bite us in the ass. I mean, I'm sorry. Zubimendi, after what we just, yeah, that was on me, I think. But what we just saw with Zubimendi in that second half shows over on Arteta's nonsensical bullshit. I mean, we're talking about a relegation team made us look stupid again. Yeah. Like Skelly, listen, Skelly just showed in that game that he needs to be in the midfield with Rice until the end of the season, possibly for the foreseeable future, to be the fresh legs in the midfield coming into next season, and he should never play fullback again. Yeah. Now, I didn't understand what was the need to bring Zubimendi in and take Skelly and put him on the left fullback position again. He can't play there. He can't play there. He cannot play there. It's
I told Tony this.
Bro, if we gave West Ham that many opportunities to try to bail themselves out and take the lead in that game, what the hell do you think PSG is going to do? We saw this last year. Skelly looked like he should have brick. Big up Gunnar Rican. Skelly looked like he should have brick last year when he went up against Vara. Because remember, they put Vara on the right-hand side in the game to specifically go after Lewis Skelly because he's not a good left back. You know, as much as I don't like the guy, we got to take our chances with Calafiori as a fullback over Skelly at this point. Because I'm sorry, if you put Zubimendi in that game and you get anything like what we saw in that second half against West Ham, they're going to run us over.
Yeah.
So, for me, Skelly's got to stay in that midfield. I agree with you, bro. Ship Zubimendi's ass out. Zubimendi, I think, got his taste of the Premier League. I don't know if he's going to stay. I think you get rid of him.
I think he's homesick. I think he's homesick, man. I just don't think he's adjusted to the Premier League. He's had some good games, but ideally, if you saw the chemistry between Rice and Miles over the last few games, there's just such a difference. You know, when Miles and Zubi played yesterday, there wasn't that chemistry, and I don't care whether they've not played in centre mid that many times. Rice and Miles, they got it straight away. First game.
Not only that, because it's what we've said. Rice can now sit and hold the damn midfield down like he's supposed to.
Say something, Tony.
Yeah, I'm here. I've changed to my computer.
Is everything good now?
Okay, yeah, now I can. Yeah, there's no feedback. But yeah, listen, Skelly and Rice, it's a good mix because Skelly has the ability to go forward and be creative and allow Rice to sit back and play the true role that he's good at, which is being the defensive midfielder. Zubimendi, listen, man. If you're going to play Zubimendi next to Rice, he has to go forward. He can't be just sitting back and trying to force Rice to go forward or I'm going to go forward, you stay back. There was none of that. As soon as you've seen Arsenal get the ball, Rice, sit back, cover the back line. Skelly, you go forward with Eze. Let's create some plays and let's get after these idiots. And that's what we've seen every game since this has happened. So Skelly, for me, he has to be the midfield combination with Rice. I'm done seeing Zubamendi, man.
I want to bring
Because
Tony. I want to bring Tony into this conversation, yeah, because since Miles came into the midfield, Tony, it's almost like we turned into a different team, more attacking, more flow. And the word I've been saying is balance. All season, most of the season we've not had the balance.
bro,
Miles
not
comes
only
into
the balance. Look at the receiving positions of the other players. Trossard is a new player because he
Yes.
doesn't have to come all the way back to get the ball to try to create the offense because it's taken forever to get out of the midfield with Zubamendi and Rice. With Miles Lewis-Skelly being able to express himself going forward and with more pace about him, look at where we're getting the ball into the options for the wingers and everybody to get the ball going forward more. Trossard looks a completely different player that he doesn't have to come all the way back to pick the ball up. It's the same thing with what we've been saying this whole season with the number 10s. We've said Eze's been inconsistent. Odegaard, inconsistent as hell. But look at them now. Eze being closer up the pitch and being more in the middle looks better because he's not coming all the way back to try to create the offense. That's why Skelly should have been the guy in the middle.
But again, I don't really think that that's solely is the Mendy problem.
No, it's the manager's problem as well. But what I'm saying,
we can't solely just blame Zubimendi as the main factor why why some of our attacking assets have to actually just drift back a little bit and get the ball a little bit more forward. Look at Odegaard. I mean, he's in the season. Look at him, bro. Engineers nothing, no vision at all, completely drab. I mean, in yesterday's game, I mean, it's good to see him walk the channel, walk the road, get into those pocket spaces. I hear that. But again, that's what playing without pressure brings for you. So right now, I'm looking at this thing like this now. Zubimendi is battling fatigue. That's what I think.
100%. 100%.
He's battling with fatigue. Let's not forget, he scored some couple of goals this season. Do you really see goals in Miles Lewis-Skelly? Maybe that's a shout. Maybe that's a shout for him to improve his game, though. But again, I've seen Zubimendi get into more attacking options and got some certain goals this season. I've not seen Miles Lewis-Skelly score some important goals this season at all. Maybe that's because he hasn't played or Arteta hasn't really given him the freedom to do these kind of things. I hear that. But again, why don't mistake this. Why we are seeing Miles Lewis-Skelly playing in this way with such vigor and with such pace and with such freshness, with him, is because he hasn't been playing all season.
Agreed.
This kid on the bench. So, bro, no matter how we look at Zubimendi and haul all these things over him, the biggest culprit in this situation is Mikel Arteta. And again, you said something about balance, bro. You said something about balance, bro. Yeah. See the balance right now. Mostly when you get that freshness off the, as in he's literally been on the bench all season. All season. You can see the freshness. You can see he's still running. Look at someone like Jurriën Timber. Man is completely banged up, bro. Man is completely banged up. Out for the season. If we use him in the season, we're rushing him back. If he comes back this season, we're rushing that man back. Benjamin White, look at the runner. Just a few games. Man is completely banged up, bro. So this is what we're talking about.
Ben White's finished at Arsenal.
Failed in reshuffling the deck. And again, see, I'm not saying that Zubimendi is a bad player or he should be playing or this or that.
No, we're not. I'm not saying that either.
I'm not on that train. But what I'm saying is there could be two stalwarts that could actually play in the same team, interchange in the same team, and give you different bits of what they know how to do best.
Agreed.
If you know how
what does Zubi do best though? What does he do best? That's the question to you guys. What is it that he does best?
See,
he's better going forward. I think he's better going forward. I think, to what Tony was saying, the problem is the manager hindering him, because he's basically got 2 6s with no forward progress. And it's basically like hot potato between Rice and Zubamendi. You pass the ball sideways. Now I'll pass the ball sideways. You know, Zubamendi, to his credit, has played some forward passes in the early stages of the season. Like what Tony said, we can't say that Zubamendi isn't a decent player. He has scored goals. He has shown up when we asked him to at certain times of the season. But again, to like what Tony said, it's fatigue. The guy's never played this much. So Sociedad hasn't been in Europe for what, 2 seasons before he came over. So that's the thing. If he
kind of volumes before,
exactly, and that's the thing.
Why has
You
the
can't.
load been put on him? Pause. Why have we put so much workload on Zubamendi, knowing full well that he's never done this before?
That's what Tony just said. It's the manager. He's the culprit in this. Again, we've been called, when me and Tony had that discussion about experimenting. The problem with that entire thing that we both said was, we've been used to this style of play. It has been successful, and it has gotten us to the position where it is. It goes with that old saying at times, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The problem is, like what Tony has pointed out, the man has never played this amount of minutes in La Liga. He's been ran into the fucking ground because the manager, for some reason, is too scared to give the kids any type of options as far as being in this. Again, I agree with what Tony says. I think Zubamendi wouldn't be in this position if Miles Lewis-Skelly was given more minutes in the midfield at the beginning of the season. Same thing to the point to what Tony has just said about Yuri and Timber. If we knew Mosquera was a decent enough right back to cover games, he should have been getting the minutes from the jump, especially because we all seen the interview with him in Dutch when he was talking about he could barely walk against PSG and Arteta still forced him on the game in the semifinal against PSG. The injuries are the carryovers from last year's injuries. Because again, remember, that was what the big talk was last year, was the amount of injuries because of how thin the squad was going in, because Edu and Arteta tried being cute, winning a league title with a small squad and still not doing rotations. So the injuries are carryovers of last year. And again, when you have a manager that's been used to that now for a year, he's gone into the second year. Zubamendi is the key one to see it. Again, Zubamendi looked like he saw a ghost when he got thrown in that game against West Ham. And I'm not even trying to hype up West Ham like that. It's just the fact, again, the man is logged. I think Shane said he's hit 3,200 minutes, playing minutes. The guy's never seen over 2,000 minutes, or I think maybe not even 2,000 minutes with Real Sociedad. So again, what are we talking about here? This is part of the issue with the rotation of why Skelly should have been involved in this rotation a long time ago.
But again, it's good and okay, that we see Mas Lewis Skelly doing this madness right now, and we're all hailing him. But I knew a few times where they brought him on. Maybe I'm mistaken, but maybe this is just the thing. Miles Lewis Skelly lost the ball many times this season when he was put on in the first period of the season. When Mikel Arteta was just trying to just reshuffle the deck or do some kind of experiment. I knew he lost the ball in the midfield against Tottenham Hotspur. You remember that situation?
Yes.
Where he lost the ball in midfield and before we knew it, they've already gone out.
Remember, Tony.
No, people, because see, I'm someone I like calling the uncomfortable fact.
No, you're 1,000,000% right. The only point I want to add to that is, remember, that was Skelly as a left back, not as a midfielder. The first time he was supposed to be in the midfield.
But again, we all
inverts as a left back.
We all know what Mikel Arteta's fullbacks do. They always push
forward. Correct. You are right. Correct.
They're all inverted. Let's don't act as if Jurriën Timber isn't an inverted midfielder, bro.
Nope. Correct.
That's why he got injured in the first place.
Facts.
Man is not doing defending. Man is in midfield. He's an inverted midfielder. So, bro, see, if we
but how many games is
let's just pick the whole system. Let's pick the whole system. It's the whole system. If we're gonna have
Correct.
a holistic
Correct.
Yes.
conversation about this, then we have to pick the whole system. Then stop using your right backs and left backs as inverted midfielders anyway. Because
I agree.
that's what is getting them tired. That's what's getting them making mistakes. And Mazuris Kelly was
I feel like this conversation. It sounds like Tone. I feel like the conversation is just turned from we're gonna win the league to deep analysis of what we've seen over the with the players and stuff. I feel like we're at a moment now where people might be looking at us thinking, look at these guys, man. They're moaning. They're about to win.
Bro,
the
but
league,
you know
bro.
what? But see, here's the thing, though, with that. That's what separates a good team from potentially being a great team.
Yes.
Because here's the difference. If you look at it right now, Urian Timber is still our highest assist guy in the league. He is the most assists in the league. Yes, he has 5 assists. He is the most assists on the team.
Disgraceful. But
exactly.
That's a disgrace, though.
Trossard's got more than him.
No, he doesn't. Look it up. I dare you. Look it up. Urian Timber's got 5 assists. The last time I saw it, Urian Timber has the most assists for Arsenal in the Premier League. And that's what I'm saying. The rival fans
don't even bother to check it. That's true, bro.
The rival fans
5 assists.
5 assists.
Don't even dare check
the rival fans can say whatever the hell they want about, oh, look at these guys saying this, look at these guys saying that. Here's the problem. You need to say that because, again, I hate to bring up the money. When you spend $1 billion, we shouldn't be only talking about potentially 1 trophy this year, right? Yes, we're talking about 2 because we're in the final. But when you spend $1 billion, guess what? That means you got to get ready and run it back next year and start winning more trophies when you hit that level.
Sorry to stop you. Sorry. Tony, when he came onto the show, he said that the Cronkies will be giving Arteta 500 million next season.
Mikel Arteta, there are big reports out there.
So what is next season's expectation? If we've spent $1 billion and it's going to be $1.5 billion, what?
Then he has to win a treble. If he gets that much money, you have to win a treble at that point. I'm sorry, because here's the problem.
You know, modern football doesn't work like that. Money doesn't necessarily.
I know, but hold on. Let me just finish.
Chelsea. Look at what they've pumped into the football club. Look at how much they've spent. But I mean, we can talk about player wages. We can talk about the kind of caliber of players that they have, but they've spent money. It doesn't necessarily translate to big time trophies. And right now, they might not even be qualifying for Europe. We've seen it before. But again,
let them burn.
But again, I hear you. When you spend that kind of money, you should be getting, you should be getting the biggest trophies in the world. And
here, look, I wouldn't be if we came back next year, right? Let's say we win the Premier League. I'm still doubtful that we can beat PSG, but we have a chance. It's a one-off game. Anything can happen.
Oops, Gianni's off.
Shout out to, is this one of your guys? Shout out to Ruslan Maykut.
Yeah, big up Ruslan.
If we win 1 trophy this season, guess what? The pressure is off the shoulders. And next season coming, I feel confident about my team.
You have to agree with him.
You have to, but at the same time, this is why we're nitpicking what we're saying, because again, there's an old saying: the difference between good and great is in the details. And when you look at the details of what's going on this season, there are certain things that need to change. Okay,
can I ask?
Win,
go on.
If we once we win the league, because I'm fully confident now that we're winning the league. I fully believe that we're winning that. Right. If you go into next season, we cannot have this fight.
Wait, Gianni. Gianni. Wait. So now you believe? Oh, wait, Gianni.
No, we said it already, though. We said it.
Gianni, we're not doing this, bro. Come on, man.
Hold on. Whoa. You've been missing in action. Hold on. You've been missing in action. We almost had to put an APB out on your ass to find you for a couple of weeks.
Oh, no.
Tony, wait a minute.
We're not doing that. No. Rewind. No, Gianni, wait, really. Did you just say believe that you're going to win the league, bro?
Hold on a sec.
Bro, I'm dreaming. Wake me up.
Hold on a sec.
Wake me up.
Hold on a sec. You've been missing in action. You have been missing in action.
Wake me up when September ends. Come on, bro. Are you really sincerely talking about belief in the team? Really, bro? Are we gonna be doing this? But you know what? Yeah, Gianni, let's leave that out. You know.
Hold on. What did I say? What have I said? And waffled on.
Let's shoot swords. Let's win the title. Later on, we'll come back to this conversation about the belief and who didn't believe or who did it or who did. Yeah, let's leave this conversation. But you know, when you say believe, you should say it with a little bit less bass, bro. Come on, man. I mean, you have to.
Hold on. No. First off, hold on a sec. Hold on. No. Hold on a sec. First of all,
you're a madman. When I said I believe in this team that we're gonna win the league, but we don't have a genius manager. People thought I was a madman, but
I never disagreed with you.
You said treble, Tony.
You sincerely believe that you're gonna win the league, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Waffle.
So all these allegations of you guys looking at me like a madman when I was saying we're gonna win the league. I don't trust the manager. I want the manager out, but I think the boys would win this league for us. I was looked at, bro. I was slagged off everywhere like a madman. But it's so convenient to just see you, Gianni, just say, I believe we're going to win the league.
But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I'm shocked, bro.
Okay. So let's not do revisionist history, because when the first time I got on a stream with Waffle in October, I said I think Arsenal's winning the league, not because I'm not sure about the squad, but I said that this isn't the same City team. I said from October, Arsenal can win this league because I don't think this is the same City team to chase us down. That has been my stance since October, that I thought we were winning the league. There were different points in the season where I said we don't look good, but we are still picking up the points. I don't know if this is sustainable with this team. I was the one that said, and anybody can go back and look, I said we were beating City 4-1 at the League Cup final. I said that we were beating City 4-1 at the League Cup final, and this is going to spur us on to go on and win. I was wrong, and I still said I don't know if City is the same team to possibly go and pull this on us, to go off and still win, because it's not the same City team that we are used to. Whether anybody wants to still dispute that, the proof is in the pudding as far as what the City team is. I've been saying this the whole season, that I think we can win, not only because that we've gotten a better team, but because of the fact that this isn't the same City team. The only reason that I was disagreeing with you at certain things were certain players that we disagreed upon as far as different things. That was it. I've been said that this ain't the same City team. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about that.
I agree to that, though.
And that's my point. It's not me saying that I didn't believe. My worry was that the manager would be the cause. And we've all agreed on this, Tony. The biggest person that would stop Arsenal from winning is ourselves, not any of these other teams, because of the fact of our play. We've said that multiple times. So it's not me trying to come off and now all of a sudden say, oh, I believe and I'm hopping on the bandwagon. Again, I've said this. It's just in different points of the season, there have been times where Arsenal have thrown this away to where it gives us the look to potentially to where we could have bottled and fucked this completely up. Again, that run of Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and Man United, that run has come back to bite us to why it's even this close in the first place. But it is what it is. We got 2 games out and we still got the game in hand over City and we got the points to lead. That's why I'm confident that we're going to do this, because once again, City has shown without the likes of a Gundogan, without the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, who really dragged that team to win those trophies, are not there. They don't have this. They are not the same team. They just aren't, which is why I'm sticking by my confidence that Arsenal will go on to win the league. My thing is to get back to what we were saying is, the only reason why we're nitpicking, and I agree with you, I don't like the manager, but if he wins the league, he's going to end up staying no matter what. I'm hoping that with the nitpicking and him seeing what's happened, especially in this recent run, the blowout of Fulham, us beating West Ham, and how much better we've looked with Lewis Skelly in the midfield, rather than him being a fullback playing out of position, and like you said, doing this nonsense of all this false back over, whatever the hell he does with the fullbacks. I'm hoping that he realizes these are the changes and the tweaks we need to make going into next season to potentially try to run it back. If we don't run it back, still be in the title, but pick up other trophies. That's all I'm saying with all this nitpicking. I don't want to see, like I have always said, between us talking off screen and talking in our group text and everything else. When I see this amount of money spent, I want Arsenal to be in that same conversation of an Inter, of a Milan, of a Juve. I want to see, with £1 billion spent, I want to see 10 plus trophies in a period of time because of how much money has been spent. That's the reason why I'm nitpicking this team.
For City in 10 years.
Huh?
21 trophies for City in 10 years.
Here, Milan was 25. In the time frame of spending $1 billion. That's the only reason why I nitpick, is because I want Arsenal to be put in that same bracket as the other teams that have spent $1 billion and been successful. Not spending $1 billion and still talking about what if, buts, and maybes. Because the last thing I want to see is us win the league. If we win the Champions League, because it is an if, but if we were to win both, I don't want the pressure to go down and be like, okay, we can take a year off. No. We finally got the monkey off our back. We finally won. We finally broke through that last door to actually attain silverware. Now that the pressure's off, we should be blowing the doors off these fucking teams and winning more silverware for the foreseeable future. That's what I'm asking for.
Yeah, sure.
And also as well, Tony. Yeah, Tony. Quick thing to you, Tony. And you can talk. Yeah. It's not about point scoring with Arsenal fans. Yeah, why do Arsenal fans always have to prove each other wrong? We're in it together, bro. We're in to win this league together. It's not, I get the feeling at the end of the season when we do win the league, or we're about to win the league, people are going to be saying, "I told you so." This, that, and I just feel it's just stupid, man. Everyone gets things wrong. People, you know what I mean, change their minds. Why can't
it's the nature? It's the nature of the beast, bro. That happens in everything that we talk.
No, abs. Yeah, see, you're not doing justice to that, bro. Because when some of us were out here saying that there's still some, in some certain capacity, we can still win something. Some of our friends are saying, no, we can't win anything. You're a madman for even saying, they're saying we're going to win anything or put us in the conversation.
Yeah, but people were saying trebles and quads.
Bro, I hear it with Gianni. Gianni, you know, Gianni's a very good guy with his words, and he's man is a swindler with the words, bro, seriously. But
no, Gianni just says it as it is.
Gunnar-Ricken is just straight shooter. Man didn't believe at all, bro. So
who didn't believe?
No, Tony, no.
And we had an international coming up.
What are you ain't gonna overtalk me, Tony? I can talk to you, Tony.
At all.
Tony,
you didn't believe at all. Yours was even the worst.
Nah, because we all sat on here 2 months ago and we said we win a double. I don't want to hear that, Tony. My first ever Monday Night Madness, we all agreed that we were winning a double. I like how you like to backtrack, but let's remember that, Tony, before you went missing, we all said we were winning a double.
Do you think we're going to win the league? Do you believe we're going to win the league? Or do you think we're going to bottle?
We said it. We said we win the league.
Do you think we're going to win the league, or do you think we're going to bottle the league?
Right now, we got 2 games. I think we're going to win. But when you asked us 3 months ago and we dropped points,
look at this man,
Tony, we're not going. We're not going, Tony. We're not. It's not head to tail, Tony. You can change your mind,
bro. This is bro.
You can change your mind,
bro. I got receipts on you, bro. But
you would see what I'm talking about. Listen, you can't out-receipt me, Tony. You can't out-receipt me because I tell the people I let the dopamine take me,
bro. Don't do that. You never
believe. The dopamine take me,
bro. Again,
bring it out.
You know what?
I'll bring it out. Tony, let me do it for you. Tony, let me do it for you. 2 months ago, I said we weren't winning the league. Last month, I said we weren't winning the league. 3 months ago, I said we weren't winning the league.
Right here, right now, that you believe now, that changes everything for me. And your sins are forgiven.
How?
It's okay.
We said 2 months ago we won the league. Tony, how does that change anything?
You suddenly believe all of a sudden, hocus pocus.
But a couple of months ago, when I was saying that we're going to win the league, you said, bro, you would say in the side talk, that Tony Claude guy is a crazy guy. It's a madman.
I never said that.
How dare he say we win the league?
Tony, that's how sports works.
But right
that's
now,
how sports works.
The famous words of Derek Chisora, who's the donkey now?
Listen, that's how sports works, though, Tony. Tony, we said we win a double. What are you talking about?
So there's no madman down here, bro. You know, so
I don't understand why we pound our chest with 2 games to go. Listen, Tony, where were you last month, Tony?
Okay.
We was dropping points. When we lost the Bournemouth, where were you, Tony?
This was the conversation I was having with the Waffle Don, right?
Because I had to defend myself, Tony, when we was losing.
No, good looking. What you just brought up now, yeah, is what I was having a discussion with Abs just before Gianni came on, bro. I you know what? Yeah, I would give anything, absolutely anything, apart from my family or whatever, yeah, to see that Arsenal win the title in the way we're winning it right now, in a title race, in a title chase.
But it shouldn't have been that.
Bro, if we won this a month ago, bro, you already knew what people were saying. Man. 2 months ago, you already knew what people were saying. Oh, Pep is dead. Oh, our team is completely banged up. It's Arsenal's to lose. If Arsenal loses it, bro, there was no credibility whatsoever. It was just that, oh, our teams are bad. Our teams are completely banged up and crushed up. Arsenal should win this title straight away. And you know what? Yeah, it didn't happen in that way. For some reason, we drop points, and now it's turned into a genuine title race. I want credit in the bank, bro. This is a credible way of winning this league. Because if we won it a month ago, yeah, okay, good. We close it up. We win the league. I hear you. Good, no problem. But is there any credit in the bank? No. These Man City fans don't respect us. Liverpool fans don't even respect us.
No.
I don't care about any other fan base.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Bro, it doesn't matter. There's no respect, bro. Because when you're in a conversation,
they're going to respect us.
When you're in a conversation with Liverpool fans, City fans, Chelsea fans who have won the title through genuine title races where there's a big chase between each other, there's a little bit of a credit in the bank. But with Arsenal 2 months ago, people were saying that, Pep is dead. Arsenal should win this title. Bro, there was no credibility whatsoever. Right now, there's credit in the bank. And you know what there's more, even bigger credit if we go on and win the Champions League. So it is what it is. We could mourn that, we dropped points. We could have won the league this is the time, this is that, bro. We are winning the league now. That's what matters. And if it's turned into a genuine title race, I want to win it like this, bro.
I don't. Listen. I'm going to say my bet, right? I'm going to say my bet. First off, coming on here beating your chest about something that happened 6 months ago, that's crazy, Tony. That's crazy. Because we're all Arsenal fans. That's what we said, right? Listen, you cannot get receipts on me because I let people know I got dopamine. 1 week, I'll be like, we're winning the title. 1 week, we not. My fans know. The people who watch me know. So you can keep your receipts. You know what? I want you to give them out. It'll help me out.
Shout out to Igal. Igal is in the channel. Big up to him, brother. Igal, how you doing, my bro?
It's so easy to say. It's so easy to say, oh, do you believe when we got Burnley and Crystal Palace, who's in a final to play? Yeah, we can believe now. But did you believe when we was getting beat by Bournemouth? Did you believe when we got knocked out of the FA Cup?
Bro, I wasn't Tony, I was on holiday. Bro, what are you telling me about?
Tony.
I was out there yachting and skinny dipping outside in the Baltics.
I let you talk.
What are you talking about? So I should not have holidays again?
That's clear.
What are you talking? I was in the Baltics on the yacht somewhere enjoying my life.
It's fine. I'm not talking about you missing. I'm just saying, Tony, you can't say that you felt good after that. I'm not talking about you coming on YouTube.
Well, he did after the skinny dipping.
You can't say that you were happy with our season after we got beat by Bournemouth.
Bro, what are you talking about?
After we got beat by Bournemouth, Tony, were you happy? Yes or no?
An international break.
After we lost to Bournemouth and Southampton, were you happy? Yes or no?
Bro, I was out of streaming during that period.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how you felt, Tony. Were you happy? Yes or no?
Well, of course, if you're an Arsenal fan, you'll feel bad about that performance.
Okay, so if I had Tony, if I beat you up for 6 years and then I come back and say, and I walk past you and I say, Tony, I won't beat you up today. Will you believe that I won't beat you up? No. If we've been bottling this trophy for 4 years after losing the Bournemouth and getting knocked out by Southampton, you can't make me say, oh, I felt like we're going to win the title. right? It's so easy to come on here now and say we got 2 games to go. Oh, let's beat our chest, guys. We're gonna win the title. Yes,
because
easy
we
to say
just
that.
believe in
But
now.
all of us sat here
because
on
we
the
just
panel
believe in
and
now.
said we win a double. Johnny, did you say we win a double? Yes or no?
And again, it's
Yeah.
not too late. It's
All right.
not too late to
Why
believe
for
it.
Don? Did you think we win a double? Yes or no?
Why I'm saying this?
No.
No, see,
I
Gunnar
did.
again,
So-
there's
I don't
no
think we win a double.
indictment on anyone.
I
yeah?
thought we win. I
All I'm
thought we win
saying
the
is that
domestic trophy.
I
We
was
all
being
said we
called
win
a
the league.
madman.
Because
for
I've only
even
been
saying-
concentrating on the Premier League.
No, see,
No, we
I
all
did.
said the league was wrapped up. We thought the league was wrapped up. Every
Yeah.
single one of us thought the league was wrapped up.
Oh,
Then we
sorry,
dropped
yeah,
points.
sorry. I
As
did,
soon
'cause I
as-
thought we
as
was
soon
gonna
as
win the
here,
Carabao Cup. I thought we
Gunnar-
were
Yeah,
gonna-
Gunnar
exactly. We all
Rican-
said double.
Rican,
no
if you
one thought we
remember-
won the Champions League, which I admit I was wrong about. Right? I didn't think we made the
Gunnar,
final.
you
But
never
we all
thought
said
it
we
was
was winning
wrapped
the
up.
title.
Gunnar, you never thought it was wrapped up. You thought we were bottling it, bro. Come on, bro. Why, bro?
No,
why
No,
we
no,
like
no,
that
no,
now?
no, no, no. That's not
Bro,
right.
you thought we were
Gunnar Rican and myself both said once we got to the next round of the Champions League and Man City got smoked by Real Madrid, we both said that we're at least walking away with 2 trophies with the League Cup and the league. We
Who
both
said
said that same week. I'm
Who
not
said
that
this?
that is facts that we both said that.
You can
As
go
soon as
back and look at
then
it.
what we all got worried from was the ass kicking, even though it was 2-0. When we lost that League Cup final, everybody hit the panic button because we
Everybody,
didn't
everybody,
because
exactly,
we didn't
bro. Even
because we
Gunnar,
didn't
bro. Everyone.
everybody hit the panic button
Yeah,
because
so why is he
we
judging me for I mean when shit
I'm not
hit the fan?
judging you. I'm just saying you coming out here beating your chest, and I said the same. We said the
I
same
told
thing
you
2
right
months
from the
ago.
get-go that we're winning the league. You thought I was a madman. But now I'm
I
not
never
that
said you was a
madman that you
madman.
said I was.
I didn't think we was winning no
For real,
troubles.
We're winning the trophy, bro.
I've
We're
said that
winning
we
it.
was winning the league from time.
Yeah,
I always
so-
felt we was
so
winning the
it's-
league.
so it's so good.
yeah, that's true.
Regardless
Now
of
you
our
believe,
manager,
and
we
it's
said
good.
this.
Now you believe. Now you believe, and it's good, bro. Because
I
before
don't
you
believe in the
didn't
manager.
let's say
I
the
still
truth.
want him gone. That guy could walk past me right now, and I would say, "Get out my club." I don't believe in the manager.
No,
I believe.
but you know
I believe in the players. I
But
believe
see-
Everett Eze taking over a game. I believe Declan Rice taking over a game. That's what I believe. Our manager taking off. Our manager subbing on Zubamendi for Ben White. Believe in that. That's what I believe in. That's what we should believe in.
Yeah,
The guy, the guy who wants to sub him back off. Bro, no, I don't believe in this guy. He's still crap. But the players are winning despite him. Our players
right.
are winning despite Mikel Arteta.
Guys, I want to
MLS
ask you guys this question before I go. I have a show on my channel with Oregon Gunnar. Yeah?
Okay.
But see, Abs, Gunnar Rican, Gianni, we have to have this conversation right now.
Mhm.
If Mikel Arteta wins the Premier League,
Mhm.
goes on with a puncher's chance and wins the UEFA Champions League, are we ready to have that conversation?
Yeah, I'm ready to have that conversation.
Yeah, I'm ready to have it. I'm ready to have it.
I didn't want him.
About Mikel Arteta
Yeah.
getting a contract based on winning those trophies.
Yeah, he said that.
Mind you, Gunnar Rican, because you're not going to think about it. You're just going to go off because you already have something in your head already to go off on, bro.
We'll have to have
about
this
it.
conversation.
We've never won the
another day, man.
Champions League in our entire existence, bro.
But
We
said
have never
this.
won the Champions League, bro, because I know you're ready to go off on this one. But we have never won the Champions League. And Arteta wins the Champions League for us. Should he stay? Should he have
Yes.
one more year?
But we talked about this.
If he wins the
gets
Champions League,
by right, he gets 2 more seasons. What do you guys
that's
think?
exactly what I was going to say. Was it buys him 2 more seasons? It buys him 2 more seasons if he wins the Champions League. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This is the only caveat I'm going to say to this. Next season, there still needs to be trophies. If you don't win the league, but you walk away with a domestic cup double, you get to continue to extend that 2 years to where at the end of next season, he still gets another 2 years because you've extended the trophy count. Because now he's up to 4 trophies in 2 seasons. And then you continue it. If we go into next season and the pressure's off, we fall apart, we're just in a top 4 race and nothing comes with it. Now the pressure's back on again for the following season.
That happened, Johnny, because one, we've won the Champions League, we've won the Premier League. Big players are going to be looking at coming to Arsenal.
Big players.
100%. But at the same time, the other thing that we
if we win the Champions League.
Oh no! Listen. Big players are going to come. Big players are going to come no matter what to Arsenal because they see what we're building. They see what's going on here. If we get over the hump this year with just the league, even when players see that we've gotten over the hump with the league, number one, you're going to see other players' positions that are open. Again, a year ago, big players who play the number 10 would not have looked at coming to Arsenal as much because Martin Odegaard was a guaranteed start and you weren't getting in over Odegaard. This season has exposed Odegaard that he is not the guy to take us further as far as the number 10 position. It's Eze and somebody else. Havertz, Jesus, Odegaard have to go. You will get big players that want to come in to fill those positions because they see where this Arsenal team could be potentially heading next year with trophies being added to the team.
Havertz. Very uncomfortable. Havertz.
There's no he needs to go.
There's no uncomfortable conversation about Havertz. He has to go.
I disagree with you. We will have our respect this season, not in a decade to come when we win trophy in a bro. We will earn our respect this season.
No, we'll earn our respect this season for winning the league, 100%.
This season, we get our respect.
But Tony, we
have to have a trophy lad in 10 years. I'm not buying it. We'll get our receipt.
Tony, do we have a chance of winning the Champions League?
And the Champions League this season.
Before you go, do what's your percentage of winning this Champions League? Do you think we have a puncher's chance?
Yeah, we got puncher's chance.
I got a chance to land than Beyonce, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I'm just saying.
I say 70-30.
I said 60-40.
70-30
from you. That's
I said 60-40.
No, I'm not saying 70% in Arsenal's favor. I'm saying it's 70 PSG, 30 our way. That's the puncher's chance.
I think 60-40. I think people are overhyping PSG, right? And I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and say I think Arsenal going to steamroll them. I think people are over because we had a poor team last season with the same team, and we held them to 1 goal at home. And then we took a chance in Paris, right, with a worse team than we have now. Let's just be honest.
Oh, would you say PSG are better now and we're better now as well?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we have a better defense, and I think if Mikel Arteta gets his head out of his butt, then we could have a better offense as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I don't think it's just going to be a give me. I don't think it's going to be Baku. I'm not saying Baku. Do I think that we're going to go and win? I'm not saying that either. I think it might be a cheeky 2-1, either to them or to us. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be really hard.
Oh, no. See, I disagree. I think it goes one or two ways.
I disagree with you.
I think it goes one or two ways.
We're going into this game as massive underdogs.
Yeah. I see this either Arsenal
underdog.
Yeah.
See, bro, I can't even pronounce the underdogs, bro. It's a pronounced one.
So if we come, hey, listen, if we win the Champions League, can I come back and beat my chest?
Number one, bro.
Can I beat my chest if we win the Champions League?
Bro. Arsenal is now coping with lots of injuries in this team now. Bro, look, yeah, in that team that actually held off PSG that you're talking about, Jurgen Timber was there. People underestimate and underscore what Timber has done for us this season. That's bro. It's just again, that's the word for you. When you go away, people just kind of like just forget that. People just forget what you've done. It's crazy. Jurgen Timber, what that guy has done this season, it has just flown past people's heads.
He's top 3 best player for Arsenal the last 2 seasons.
Gianni said it on the show. He is your top assister this season. Let that sink in. Gianni said it on the show. Timber is your highest assister this season. Let that sink in.
Tony, not only that,
this season we don't have him for that final. Who's gonna play? An ill-experienced Mosquera, and again, I'm not saying we're not gonna win the Champions League. I'm saying we are going there as massive underdogs. But again, going into a game as massive underdogs is also good for our game because I've also noticed something.
Correct.
With all the pressure coming in, Arsenal doesn't do well when playing under pressure. We actually excel when there is no pressure. Like that game against Fulham, where we just walked up to the park. There was no
pressure in this Champions League final, though?
There wasn't no pressure.
No. Is there pressure in this Champions League final?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Yeah?
Yes,
I think there's pressure, but not as much.
Underdogs,
you guys saying you don't expect us to win
the Champions League and go and put up a puncher's chance and get them on the ropes. Because you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be hard coping against Doué. It's gonna be hard coping against Bacola from the bench, bro. This man's here have Vitinha, Mendes, who's down there too.
Don't forget my boy from don't forget my boy from Napoli, Vara. Now don't forget Vara. Now
what are we smoking here, bro? Really,
I'm gonna need VAR, not Vara in that game, bro.
Really, this is, bro. We're going as massive underdogs.
But yeah, we are, but I don't think we're gonna get blown out. People making it seem like we're gonna get destroyed.
You don't know, Guna, man.
I love that underdog story.
What they done
so everybody said how negative I was that I didn't believe. Then I believe in the Champions League. Now everybody's saying I'm goofy for believing. But I don't think it'll be a blowout.
It's a little bit too late to do that, bro.
I think if we don't get blown out, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna beat my chest like Tony.
Let me take you a little bit closer to home. Italy. Yeah, how about that? In the season where Liverpool won the Champions League against AC Milan with all those giants, giants.
Yep.
By the way, I don't think that AC Milan team could be replicated ever in the world with the kind of names they had in that team. Never. You can't replicate it. Bro, you know what? Yeah, Liverpool went down there to Istanbul and did the thing. But you know what? Yeah, they didn't go there as England champions.
AC Milan teams before that.
They didn't go there as British champions. They didn't go there as people that were doing quite well in England or top the league or whatever. They went there as massive underdogs.
Yep.
You go there as a massive underdog. You go and pull the strings and just get out winners. That's how I want to see Arsenal go do the job, hit them where it hurts, and pick that win in the Champions League.
That's what I said 2-1. That's what I said.
I think we do have a puncher's chance, but the thing is with this game, I think it goes either two ways. I think either Arsenal stink out the joint and we win the Champions League, or it's gonna be a 3-1 PSG drumming. It's only gonna go one or two ways for me.
We win if they score first.
That's the thing. If PSG score first, that's a problem. My thing is this: if we play,
but again, if we score first, we're also in problems too. Arsenal have conceded almost all the goals this season in the last 5 minutes of the games that they've played.
But here's the thing. But let's all remember. Remember something though.
Let's just go into this Champions League game, support your team, and let's just go and take whatever happens. Anyone who's saying this is gonna win, bro, we're just gonna look like clowns at the end of the day. There's no chess.
We got a more important.
We just have a bunch
before dreaming about the Champions League. We have to win the Premier League, guys. Burnley.
Yeah.
Does anyone see this as a banana skin? Does anyone see this as a complete battering? Although we don't batter teams,
I do.
Does anyone see this as a potential?
No.
I think every game is a banana skin for us. Like everybody asks that question. I think every game for us is a banana skin because we've seen terrible teams, Wolves, get a result against us. Let's be honest, right?
But here. I'm trying not to jump into like the uber positive and forget certain shit, but here's the difference to why. Here's the difference to why I don't look at Burnley the same way. If this was if you were walking out with the same starting 11 as we saw as the second half of West Ham, any game is a potential banana peel. Any game is. The revitalization in the midfield.
Well, we are though, aren't we? Because Mosquera is going to be starting now. So
Mosquera's going to be starting, and Calafiori wasn't hurt. For some reason, he took out Calafiori for some tactical shit, is what he said to why he threw Lewis Skelly out to the left.
Where's Nketiah now? Then?
I heard Calafiori is banged up, bro.
Okay, so here, I just want to say this. No. I just want to say this. In the American, so this was the weird thing that I've been trying to figure out. On the American broadcast of the game, they were saying it was tactical. Nobody on the American broadcast over here said that Calafiori was hurt. They said that they
said Scott Sports, when he first got injured, they said that the bench told them that he was fine. But then I saw a picture that he left in like a knee brace.
Okay, I didn't see that. That's why I'm deferring. That's why I'm deferring to you guys on that. I didn't know that it was an injury. What we were told on the American broadcast and the American, like their version of the halftime show, was he wasn't hurt. It was a tactical substitution by Arteta to move Skelly out to the left out to the left back side. If we're lining up with Skelly as left back and Mosquera as right back, yes, it's a potential banana skin. If we're going back and we see what it is, if Calafiore's healthy or if Hincapie's healthy and they're the left back and Skelly's back in the midfield, I'm not that worried about Burnley. I'm really not. I'm really not.
I'm not worried about Burnley.
Do you think he tries to put Zubimendi on and sit Lewis Skelly?
I would hope not, but if he tries to die on his sword, then it's going to be a banana skin because, again, we saw him trying to die on his sword in the Man City game with Havertz starting over Gyökeres and Odegaard starting, and it didn't work out. If he's trying to die on his sword with his boys, it's a potential banana skin. If he says, you know what, screw it, we just need a win and we need to go with the winning formula of how we've played, I'm not worried about Burnley or Crystal Palace.
So now, are you not scared in any way of us burning the same players that we're now thinking of starting in our first 11 in every game now from now to the end?
So realistically, Burnley should be the last game.
So people like Zubimendi cannot get into the team. I know it's fatigue, people, but also Maslow Skelly doesn't have to play all the whole minutes. He too deserves rest too.
Realistically.
100%, but I'm giving Skelly 65 to 70 minutes because he's still fresh. I'm not no. Okay. I'm not talking about a whole starting 11 going 90 minutes. I don't want none of that shit. Because I don't want
Now we're talking about
Saka played too long.
The whole season, Saka was dying on the field at the end of the West Ham game. Yes, Saka was dying. He was breathing his ass off to try to get air into his lungs at the end. No, listen. From the beginning of the season, that has been our single biggest problem is lack of rotation and getting guys out so that other guys can get in and get warm. Because the problem is if you got a starting 11 and maybe only 2 to 3 subs off the bench that got the warm legs, that's hard to get through a whole season with that. You need more than just 3 guys on the bench to be used to game time. Other guys need game time. Across the board, that's been our biggest problem is that we've got guys doing 90 minutes and other guys get no minutes. Again, let's all revert back to what we've talked about with Eze. Eze had that great game against Spurs in the first time that we played Spurs, and then we didn't see him again for 5 straight freaking games. He got no minutes. I'm not trying to see none of that bullshit. Anybody that needs a rest, in order to get them to the next game, they have to get substituted. There's no more negotiation on this because any stupid injury leading into the Champions League, you can kiss that fucking trophy goodbye. That's why I'm not fucking talking about
next 2 matches should be training matches.
We are already short-handed already. Don't forget, Timber is
correct.
There's questions about Calafiori. I'm even hearing in some incendiary spaces that Hincapie might be dealing with 1 or 2 injuries out here. But again, we're already short-handed.
These next 2 matches should be training matches. That's all they should be. These next 2 matches should be training matches because Burnley are already relegated. So we should put that away in the first 45 and then rotate, right?
Yes.
Do you think the players are going to be scared though, Guno? Do you think the players are going to be nervous?
No, they shouldn't be because Crystal Palace aren't going to play a strengthened team anyway. Crystal Palace won Europe. So we're going to get a relegation side and a B team. If we can't beat those 2 teams and rotate, then our manager ain't good enough, right? First 45, Burnley should be over. First 45, Palace should be over. Rest, go to the Champions League final. If they're playing a full 90 minutes, like Gianni said, you can kiss that trophy goodbye because we're not going to make it. Zubimendi's on his last legs. I'm surprised that Rice is still running. That guy has played the most minutes I've ever seen.
Remember, PSG when the league all season is over, PSG has at least 2 weeks of rest before the Champions League final. We only have 1. They get the extra week. And also remember this, to the point of what Tony was saying, Hakimi is going to be healthy for the final. They've already said he is not playing the rest of the season in Ligue 1 so that he is healthy for the final. So at the end of the day, again, no, we should be. Again, this is what we said earlier. The difference between good and great is in the details. This team right now is in first place. Take it, smash these 2 bullshit fucking teams because, like Gunnar Rieken has said, Burnley is already relegated. Go ahead and smash them. That's what champions do. Put your foot down on the gas pedal, go full steam ahead, run them idiots over, run Crystal Palace over as best as you can. Suck when you have to.
It's not simple as you're saying it. These are not just knucklehead boys, bro. They held Aston Villa, who is to go to the Champions, who is praying for Champions League berth.
I got a question.
Praying for Champions League football. They went ahead to draw against them. So these are not just knuckleheads we're talking about.
Yeah, but Aston Villa. But Tony, we can also say though,
so
you're 100%. You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct on that. But what I'm saying is this: we are not in the same position as Aston Villa. Aston Villa has fucked off where they were at in their opportunities to put away a top 4 spot to now they've allowed themselves into it to where they can't afford to take a breather. The same problem that we had a few games ago after the City lost to the League Cup final, where we couldn't afford to give guys breathers and we started dropping points. Villa is in that position right now. We're in a position right now to where we need to say, fuck this, we're winning this league, and there's nothing you can do about it because we're that much better than you. That needs to be the mentality going into these 2 games and go push forward and just say, screw it. Because again, and as everyone has pointed out, we need to put both of those games away in the first half as bad as possible. We need to be playing to where we're up 2-0 or a 3-1 going into the halftime so that we can get rotation, and because we have to look at the big picture in total.
I got a question though. Do any of you think that Man City dropped points on Wednesday?
There's a potential for it.
Because if they drop points, then it doesn't matter. We just go smash Burnley and it's over. We can play Max Diamond in the entire.
I don't think they drop points. I don't think.
Who is it? Everton this week?
No. Against Crystal Palace. Against Crystal
I think they beat Palace.
I don't think they
I think they beat Palace.
I think
again, I don't think. I think Palace is complete.
Not because on a good day that Palace can't stand up to them. It's because I think. See, bro, these clubs, they're looking at this European money and the potential of what they're gonna get in Europe. Yeah, they don't care about this league scrap between Arsenal. Who gives a damn? They don't care. If you're a small team, you don't give a damn about this nonsense crap that's going on here. What they want is European money. As far as I'm concerned, Glasner is just gonna
he's leaving.
Skeletons down there, and just put his main guys. Just keep them right.
But why are we talking about what Man City? If we win both our games,
we would be so stupid if we think that Glasner is going to field any kind of strong man against Man City. No, he's not ready for that scrap. He's already thinking of the Conference League. So that's a no-go. City is going to beat them.
Even if we win in the
where I have a problem with is against Bournemouth. Because
we can end on 85 points.
So it's going to be a different scrap, just like the Everton game. Because Everton is also eyeing that European, places too. Bournemouth is in a more better position to grab European football or Conference League football at best. So they would go head on with Man City. And again, you also have to put into the conversation that City will be playing 3 games in about 8-9 days.
Yes.
So fatigue is going to set in there too. So it is what it is. But let's see.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
Should we wrap up there, guys? Because, you know what? Time's getting on and everything. Shout out your channels, people. We're going to have some more discussions probably next Monday because there ain't going to be no games. So we might as well just get on and just tear each other up.
Arsenal is playing on Monday. Arsenal is playing. There won't be this show.
Arsenal playing next
Arsenal
Monday.
Is playing on Monday.
Oh, is it next Monday?
Yeah,
next Monday.
Oh, okay.
So this show might.
Yeah.
We might have to do a review show after the game.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. Or we can do an hour. It doesn't matter. An hour before the game. It's up to you guys.
But does it being a Monday night game affect the fact that how you guys feel about the game, it being Monday night? Or does that have no bearing on it?
No, because we're at the point now where
at this point of the season, none of that shit matters. Fuck that. Get over the line.
36 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
By any means necessary.
We are on our last fumes, bro.
By any means necessary, get over the fucking line.
Man, it's finished.
Did we look like we were tired in the West Ham game, though?
I didn't think so.
Saka is finished, bro.
He's running on his life.
Man's running on his last fumes. It's finished, bro.
But Trossard is looking clutch. I tell you, Trossard's going to probably score again because that confidence.
Can I just ask a quick? Can I ask a quick question to you guys? Just a real quick question before we bounce.
Waffle done. Come on, man. This was just Trossard's second goal since December. Come on, bro. Don't.
He looks better because of MLS, though. But that's
I agree.
The last 2-3 games,
I'm not saying we're going to keep him here and there, bro. I mean, let's just say what we saw yesterday.
He scored the goal that could potentially win us the Premier League.
Yep.
Go on, Johnny. Go on.
When we look at, because I know we'll eventually get into it with summer upon us and everything else with transfers. We've all said that left wing position is hurting and that we need to revamp the left wing position. I'm not saying that we should get this guy to become the starter, but as a bench quality player, especially if West Ham go down, dude, I like that Somerville kid. I'd love to get him to be a rotation left winger for Arsenal. I think
he's gonna come in, but we'll probably get him in as the number one.
No, hell no. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be
on
looking.
The second team with Nani. I like it,
bro.
I want him. Yeah, I want him as the backup left winger. I'd like to see Somerville as a backup left winger.
Bro, what are we talking about? The Cronkies are gonna give Mikel Arteta up to £500 million in war chest by the end of the season. What are we talking about?
That means we're getting Garnacho.
Let's go and get
Garnacho.
Bro. No, we're not doing
We owe Chelsea money. Garnacho.
No. We're not doing that.
Don't put that. Hey, Boricua. Don't put that fucking brujeria out there like that, brother. Don't put that brujeria out there like that, man. Come on now.
No. What are we talking about? Some of all these clowns, bro. How about Musiala, bro? Let's go there. Havertz, Bayern, it's hot on the chase of Kai Havertz. Good. Let's do a swap deal. How about? Oh God!
You think that Mikel Arteta wants egos though?
Bro, let's swap Kai Havertz. Go to Bayern.
Let's get Mbappe.
Go enjoy your football.
Now you're talking.
Let's get Mbappe.
I'll take Mbappe.
I'll take Mbappe, bro.
God, you know what? Yeah, see, Gianni.
Camavinga.
I'm not saying that Somerville isn't a good player, but I'm done with all these experiments, bro. I'm okay with it,
brother. I'm not saying as a starter. Here, if we got that much money, fuck all them. Go get fucking Vara. Go drop the 120, go drop the 150 million, and go get Varashelia. But what I'm saying is Somerville is a youngster who's got legs. If you can get him for cheap, if West Ham has to generate money, they're going to sell players if they go down. If you're telling me Somerville's going to be available for a 15 to 25 million pound deal, I'm taking him as a bench player so that then I can go and drop 150 million and go get the best left winger in the world and go get Vara.
Okay, I hear
that's
you.
That's what I'm saying. Because again, if we're going to build a team that's going to continue winning trophies, we need guys that can go and run. We need a team that's going to be copacetic to where the younger guys that are going to come off the bench or the lesser player that's going to come off the bench is still got a potential. That kid's only 22. That Somerville kid looks good. He's a youngster.
He's from the wrong part of London, though. He needs to be from West London because we owe Chelsea money. Who does Chelsea have that we can
No, bro, stop with the brujeria. Stop with the brujeria.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Brother, if Garnacho comes to this team.
No.
Brother, if Garnacho comes to this team.
We're not doing Chelsea again. No, never. I don't want to see Arsenal ever in our lives go ever to Chelsea and do anything.
I don't either.
Facts.
They'll completely ripped up.
I don't even want us to have.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Chelsea, bro.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Interpol can cut this and watch this. If Garnacho gets signed by Arsenal and we got this big of a war chest, this fucking crazy ass greaseball from Chicago will come to London and I'll burn fucking Stamford Bridge to the ground. Don't give a rat's ass. I'll put it out there.
That's not serious, guys. Yeah, I don't know.
Hell no.
It's already falling apart. You don't need to do much
with Chelsea no more. I don't want that smoke no more, bro. Bro, look at the trail of bodies we have, bro. Madueke, all these losers and clowns, bro.
He needs to get sold as well.
What have we gotten from Chelsea?
Uncomfortable conversations.
Is there anything we've gotten from Chelsea that's been good?
Nothing.
Ever?
Nothing.
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 Okay, maybe Peter Cech.
Nothing at all.
Useless that. Hell no. And again, that's why I don't want to do any experiment domestically. Bro, I'm tired of domestic players, yeah? Let's just go abroad. Let's go for the big time
Give
players.
me Yildiz, give me the other brother. What's his name?
I'd say Morgan Rogers, though.
We should be commanding the respect of these big time players. So let's forget.
Can't we raid Real Madrid for some
right
players
now in the league, yeah?
Oh yeah. Listen, you know who I look at? You know who I would look at Real. You know who I would look at Real. Camavinga, yes, but the injury list with him concerns me, bro. I'd go get that Arda Güler. Yes. That Arda Güler is a fucking baller.
Language, bro.
Yeah, he's a baller, bro.
You're talking language.
Will Real Madrid let him go? That's the thing, you know.
See, this is the thing.
Money talks. If we got that much money, drop the fucking money and go get it.
This is the problem that I have with Arsenal. We're always saying, will this team let him go? Will this team allow us to get him? If we win the league and the Champions League, no team should stand in our way. We want you. You want to win more? Come here. Unless you're Real Madrid or Barcelona, if we want you,
you can't.
We're playing the best league in the world, bro.
No,
we're the number one team in the best league in the world.
You can't just say that. Hakimi has been one of the
best. That's what Manchester
United
used to do.
Hakimi has
Manchester
been one of
United
the best
used to go and say, "We want your best player."
He's won trophies with them. Why hasn't Real Madrid, the biggest football? Come on, bro. Let's not act as if we don't know that the Real Madrid knock is a different kind of knock on the door.
Yes.
That is true.
I said
Barcelona, Real Madrid are different.
Real Madrid hasn't knocked on that door for Hakimi to take that transfer down to Real Madrid. That knock has come, but he hasn't left Paris in any way. So there's some. So when you're saying that Gunarikin, yeah, there is in some incendiary spaces, some football club that are not clowns like Arsenal. They're not clowns like.
No, but we've got Berta. We've got Berta now. Berta.
Throw away their best. No, people like Paris Saint-Germain, they don't give her their best like that. They keep the best. They keep the best players.
If we're the best team, even in the best league, so we should be able to go to any other league except for Real Madrid and Barcelona.
You go for that. The clubs will tell you no. They will say no. We're not selling them. So don't laugh at Arsenal fans for saying, do you think they will let him go? And again, Arda Güler is a young star. He's a young player. Again, he's a very valuable young player at that for Real Madrid. It could be hard to get him off. And again, Real Madrid, they smell shit when they see it. When Arsenal came dangling all those pounds for Martin Odegaard, they were like, oh my days. Oh, we've been trying to get rid of this idiot. Let's keep this idiot away. Take him away. Bro, do you think they're looking at Arda Güler like an idiot? Do you think they take him as a clown? He's not, bro. He's a full-fledged player, and they can bring him out from the bench.
But we need to start moving like that now.
He's a good player. It's not like Odegaard.
That was my point,
Immediately, Arsenal came to Odegaard.
Real Madrid.
They pushed him out. They said, go, be on your way. Because they know he's not. They know he's nothing. They know he's
like Arsenal after this season, like I said, I did say every team but Real Madrid and Barca. Arsenal should be going to Juventus, taking their best players. We should be going to teams like Dortmund, taking their best players, Leverkusen taking their best players. Like once we win the league, and if we win the Champions League, there should be only a few teams that we should go over there and say, we want your best player, and they say no. Real Madrid and Barcelona are two that come to mind. Right? Big up. Right? Maybe PSG, but every other team should be free reign. We want your best player. You want to come win trophies for us? That's what Manchester United used to do. You think they cared? They didn't care. Oh,
that's what Inter, Juventus, and Milan built their history on, was buying the best players and throwing money around. Again, that's my point. If we got that much money, money talks. Again, the money talks at the end of the day. Just use it the wise way, and that's the good thing of us having Berta and not having another fucking moron like Edu in charge. Because could you imagine if you gave Edu another 500 million pounds? He'd fuck us again with the stupid squad.
Garnacho, who at Manchester United? Kobe Mainu, who probably get him.
Ugarte.
We probably get Maguire as backup defender. Messing with Eddie.
Who are we looking at? Gordon as well. Yeah,
Maguire.
all these players.
Oh,
I wouldn't
my
be
days,
surprised if we
these
get
guys
we
are
got
wicked.
I
Gordon.
don't want no
Did I
Anthony
hear
Gordon.
Maguire?
I don't want no
Yeah.
Anthony fucking Gordon.
Bro.
Fuck that. He could take his ass back to Merseyside
Bro,
before he comes to fucking London. He could fuck off.
If we get Anthony Gordon, then we know where our ambition is. We should be aiming for way higher than Anthony Gordon. If we get Anthony Gordon, we know we're aiming for top 4 in domestics. That's what we're aiming for. Because you can't just win the title and or the Champions League and then say, "Ooh, we're gonna a big signing, Anthony Gordon from Newcastle." That guy can't
you know what too though? I'll be honest with you. I know what Tony said about domestically, but bro, if Pep Guardiola does walk away from City, you don't think there's any players that may consider thinking of jumping ship from City to Arsenal? Because I'll tell you this right now, I'm throwing $100+ million at getting Cherky to come to fucking Arsenal if we got that much money. I'm throwing monster money at Cherky to come to fucking Arsenal. Monster.
Pipe dream.
Great. That's a big shout. That's a big shout. Even Doku, I'll put my. I'll
pay for Holland.
And to be honest with you, with this left back situation, Holland won't leave City. Holland, because of his dad, wouldn't leave City and come to Arsenal. But I'll be honest with you too. Again, you rock the boat to see what's going to happen. If Pep does leave, I'd look at Cherky. Boy, I'd look at that Nico. Fuck Reinders.
No.
I'd go get that Nico O'Reilly. I'd go look at that Nico O'Reilly too, boy. No. Reinders is hit or miss, bro. That's why he hasn't been consistent there. He was inconsistent at Milan. He's shown up here. No.
Too late.
No.
I don't want
no. I'm taking Cherky. I'm looking.
Doku also. I'll look at Doku. I'll give him a look.
I'd like to take Semenyo over Doku. Because I feel like Doku is just like Nani Madueke.
No, but the thing with players like Semenyo is that they could work out at your club or they could not work out at your club.
Correct.
And again, don't forget, Semenyo has had a long. He's been on a long journey. Also, he's not a young dude at all. He's not a young dude at all. He's been in several Premiership teams also. So that also takes his toll when you've traveled all around and. I mean, I don't know. Again, he hasn't ripped apart the chart, at Man City. So why can't we just go and get the best out there? They're in France. Part of them are in Germany. What, bro? We should be looking at Musiala. Why are we not looking at that guy at all?
No, he's another one.
Hey,
Hell, we should be looking at Olise.
I would say
looking at Olise as well too.
Now we're talking, bro. I mean, come on, bro. We should be looking at these people.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, bro.
Listen, if I was Arsenal and I got 500 mil, my first 2 targets would be Kvara and Musiala.
100%.
Let's battle them and see if we can get one of those 2 players, and then whatever else we can possibly get, we can get.
Exactly.
You know who else? And I'm not just saying this because he's Italian, but he's had an unbelievable season. No, I'm not saying this because he's Italian, but he's done an unbelievable job being a play creator for Inter. Because that left back position, because of injuries, is still questionable. I'd even look at DeMarco. If we're gonna allow a fullback to go forward, again, I've been saying this the whole time. I'd rather have Timber stay back and play more defensive to cover Saliba and Gabriel like a back line of 3. If you could get an offensive creating fullback like a DeMarco, like how City used to have João Cancelo back in the day where he would go up.
PSG's left back. What's his name?
Nuno Mendes, 100%. Again, that's what you have to go and look for.
Arsenal? Is he of that ilk of Arsenal?
I think Nuno of that ilk. So
I think Nuno Mendes is. I think Nuno Mendes definitely is.
It depends. But again, one of the areas I wanted to strengthen is our attack, bro. If we win,
we're gonna have to have this conversation another time about this.
Yeah, I know, but let's get this off. Let's get this off. Last thing, then I'll go. If we win this title, people, I know no one will give Arteta credit, or no one wants to give Arteta credit. That's a better way to say it. Yeah, but he would have won the Premier League with these clowns, like Martinelli, who can't score a Premier League goal, like Trossard, who have just scored his second goal since December. Bro, we have Bukayo Saka, whose season has completely drowned. We have Madueke, who's another clown in our team, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, but I have to be very strict, in this fact. We have a captain who's not even helping our attacker. Oh, yes, yesterday he did something great. I allowed that. But I mean, you have to look at it holistically, bro.
You know what I love?
Is completely moribund and completely banged up. Bro, what I'm saying is, why don't we, since we now have good relations with Galatasaray, why aren't we, fast tracking that Victor Osimhen talk? I mean, talk about good,
got
good
an ego.
vibes. I mean,
I
bro,
take
we have to
Osimhen.
get in it. How about bringing in this man's, and that's his friend? Yeah, I mean, that's Ab's friend. He loves Osimhen. He loves Osimhen. Look at him smiling. Look at Ab's
I didn't even hear you said.
Osimhen.
Oh yeah, hey, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Hey, he came from from Napoli to Galatasaray. Abs. Osimhen's the man. I love Osimhen. I would love to take him.
Bro, take Martinelli off the log, sell Trossard, get him off the log, go to Inter, dangle a few bit of pounds in front of Inter, bring in Exposito as a backup striker. You know Exposito?
Exposito, yeah, the young kid. Yep.
Bring him in, as a backup with Osimhen, and of course, definitely, Gyökeres still has a 5-year deal in the football club. Then we have a sharp attack, bro, with Musiala going the other way and Kai Havertz going the other way to Bayern Munich. We now have someone down that left-hand side and bring a more decent backup in that right-hand side. Bro, our attacks look sharp with that.
Before we go, just the last thing. This is the last thing. What are you guys saying about Gyökeres, man? Because he's been very impressive, man, over the last few games. Obviously, yesterday won his best game, but if we win this title, it wouldn't have been because Havertz came in and won the title. I think Gyökeres has contributed so much to this team, and the disrespect.
First goal scorer since Aubameyang to hit over 15 goals for Arsenal in the season.
The disrespect he's had from, even our own fans and the rivals, and obviously I had doubt at some point, but still, I still stuck by him. He's improving, I think. And I think next season, I think he's going to be even better. He might not be the best technical gifted, but he knows where the goal is. He knows how to strike a ball.
Bro, if the handbrake comes off and we play more fluid football, nobody can sit here and tell me that Gyökeres can't be a 20-plus goal scorer next year.
Easy.
Nobody can say that. Listen, we can say whatever we want. It took him 6 months for him to find his feet in this scenario with Arteta as the manager of how to play. He's done enough on his end to somewhat be okay in this lineup. He's putting in a lot more dirty work than what he was at the beginning of the season. He's found his way, and the goals have come along with it. There's not a shadow of doubt to me that if you get a better creative player on the left-hand side and a more capable midfielder than Zubamendi to go forward to aid Eze next year, that this guy can't be a 20-plus goal scorer next year. There's not anybody who can convince me that won't happen. There's not anybody who can convince me that won't happen. But I still do agree with Tony that just because of the fact that Gyökeres could potentially do that, we still need to have some bite off the bench that's going to light a fire under his ass to know that, listen, if you fuck up, this guy on the bench is good enough to take your spot. So don't think that it's sweet that, we won the league last year. We still want more trophies, but you cannot let up from what you did at the tail end of the season. That's that's how big clubs move. Exactly what Tony said. Brother, again, look at AC Milan. They had fucking Shevchenko as a starting striker. When they took him off, Crespo would come on the bench. Come off the bench.
Bro, don't even go into that team, bro, because these people are not
I'm gonna go now because I know Abs is trying to go. I will answer this question, right? This is my thing, right? And it ties into the manager. Next year, Mikel Arteta is going to have to prove that he's the elite manager that top Gooners think he is, right? Because there's no way we can stay with this mediocre team and continue to elevate a level. We're going to have to get bigger egos, bigger players, more money, players on more money, and that's when you prove if you're an elite manager, if you can handle that, right? So yes, Gyökeres will be here, but you've also got to bring attackers around him on his caliber or higher. And that's where we'll see what kind of manager we have. That's where we see what kind of team we have. Yeah, it's great winning now, but Gyökeres will score goals because we'll get better players. Odegaard's got to go. The whole left side's got to go. Nani Madueke should probably go as well. If we get better players, like the players we just talked about, then we'll see what kind of manager we have in Mikel Arteta. We'll see what kind of attack we have. We'll see what kind of players we have. That's just my bit on that.
Agreed.
Now, yeah.
Gunnar Riken, yeah, and my brother Gianni. See, all the things we're talking about Victor Gyökeres, it sounds good, sounds okay, but the truth of the matter is, if we still have this manager here, forget this conversation. We are still going to get the same thing we are getting with Victor Gyökeres this season. It's the same thing we're going to get with him next season, because it's a mentality thing. It's the way the manager plays. So all these things we're talking about, whether he brings it.
Would you get rid of the manager, Tony? If we have a $500 million, if what you're saying is true, we have a $500 million war chest, and let's say we don't win the Champions League, all we do is walk away with the league. Would you bite the bullet and burn the manager, go get another manager with that war chest and rebuild under it, or would you take a chance with him?
Bro, I won't lie to you. I've been an Arteta outer for the second season now.
Okay,
yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah,
that's all I'm asking.
I've been an Arteta outer for the second
You mean
season.
longer than that? Because
however, winning the Champions League and winning the Premier League changes all that bias I have right now.
You get 3
100%.
years. You get 3 years.
Changes all that bias. So no matter how I have this bias in saying, hey, man, you have to leave our football club. But wait, he's just won the Champions League. By the way, our most successful manager hasn't even won the Champions League.
Well, that's why I said if he doesn't win the Champions League,
manager who has just won the Champions League should leave the football club. So this is what we're going to do. Let us just see what happens.
Okay.
If he wins this, we'll come back to this conversation. Let's
the thing is,
first. When he wins it, then we'll say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Because if he doesn't win these trophies, he leaves the. I mean, he goes away. Yeah. So let's see what happens. We can't have any conversation until we see this trophy.
Okay.
When we get the trophies, we have this conversation. Because you know what? Yeah, in Lisbon, Victor Gyökeres, that team was built around him.
Yep.
Everyone were playing to his strengths. It's not what we're seeing with this manager and with how we are playing right now. So imagine this team is being built to just feed Gyökeres. I mean, just feed him those passes. Imagine how many goals he's gonna get, where he's gonna take us to, bro. It's not gonna happen with this manager. And again, to be very sincere, I even doubted that this manager even knows how to coach attacking players, to be very sincere with you. I don't think he has the nuance. I don't think he has the technical know-how in handling these players. He hates big personalities and strikers. Modern day strikers come with a pinch of, bravado, with a pinch of, look at Seaman, look at Drogba. He had that, big thing going on with him. Big egos around. Can he cope with that? I don't think so. So it depends. Let's see what we have at the end of the season when that £500 million war chest gets to the hands of Mikel Arteta. I think we'll be safe to just watch and see.
See you later, soul, mate.
Anyway, on that note,
let's wrap up, because I really have to go.
I know.
Everyone, big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Tony. Big up to Gianni. Big up to Gunnar Riken for a wicked show today. I'm sure we're going to get some nice clips off the show today as well, man. People, we should be back in the next couple of weeks. If we're not back next Monday, probably for an hour. But yeah, come on, Arsenal. We're going to win this league. And you know what? Onto the Champions League. We're going to talk about that. Believe. Believe. We are out. Peace. Tony, we are out. You anything to say, Tony, before we go?
Bro, I mean, I'm happy Gianni is believing. I'm happy Gunnar Riken is believing. It's all good. I believe. You believe. People. So we're out.
Oh, yes, I believe. We are out. Peace. I've got to go as well, guys. Yes, I'm gonna lock off. Tony, we're gonna chat in probably tomorrow or something. Yeah. I've got to pray and I've got to think. But peace, we're out. Peace.
Peace, people.
Peace,
Yeah.
bro.
Peace.